Thank you, my friends, for sticking by me. Appreciate it. Golder, hope you like your new armour. Well, if I'm going to fix this, let's head out, eh? Danifae had a bit of a fitful sleep last night. In the dream sequence. So, dream sequence about the mistake she made with Serana have the Elder Scroll and get back to her family with it. She doesn't know if it's a message from a deity or if it's just her mind working overtime. But it was a pretty bad dream she had. So to her mind it's like maybe something or someone's just trying to tell her to do something about it. What's the courier doing down here? So she explained what happened to her friends in the tower. I mean, understood why she felt sorry for Serana, because Danifae's been away from her family for several months now, and it must have been, it was even longer for Serana, many hundreds of years, as you can gather. It's just boggles her mind how long that she's been locked away down there. I mean, Danifae's only 17, and Bosmer lived for an average of, I think, 400 years, and it's like several lifetimes Serana's been locked down in that tomb. So that's part of the reason that Danifae felt sorry for her. And, these goons, eh? We like your new armour, Golder. So she spent some time smithing up the armour for Dainlin and Golder.
Someone there.
Golder the Dragonbone armour.
I shall not fall. None shall stand.
Another day, another victory.
So, Golder's agreed to come along with her for a little while. He's not sure what he's going to do with his life at the moment. He wants to come out and can't get Marrow back and have a few adventures.
Have you heard of the great apes of Valenwood?
Okay, oops.
Wear capes and have titles and speak with haughty accents. They also eat rodents.
There's a strange tower up here that Danifae's heard some rumours about. Some mysterious activity. tree. Wait here and I'll check this place out. Wait here. Some of the traders I've heard have heard some weird noises coming from this place up here, so the Helgen traders. So she's hoping it's not bandits or sorts like camped near the road. Because Helgen start to do trade with Falkgrease now as well, seeing that Stormcloaks are taking over the place. Somebody here. So. Spriggan. Could you some sort?
You have something to say? Well, save your breath. The way I see it, you don't have much more of them left.
You should be careful who you threaten.
It wasn't a threat, fool, but it can be. You seem tired is all. Out of breath.
Out of breath. Your concern is duly noted. I'm fine.
Is that right? So you're a fool and a liar. Good to know.
What's your name?
A son of Cloudruler Temple named me the Desert Fang. The Thalmor know me as Des Courier.
Thalmor?
To you, I am simply Savashni, the Khajiit who spared your life.
Spared my life? If you're looking for a fight, Starium's as good a place as any.
What you consider a fight, or even a war, is nothing more than a brawl between drunken louts over spilled drink. A great swordsman's talents are wasted in a war. Stray arrows, trebuchets, accidents. Many great warriors have been felled by the blade of chaos. One can't even trust his own side in the haze of war. Who's to say who's friend or foe, when your eyes squint through guises of dirt and smoke? Like your queries, they range from the utterly pointless to the completely meaningless.
Well, if I was lords who fill the Hall of Songard would beg to differ.
Why do you defend that who would spit on your face for entering their land? Sovngarde is no different than Cloudruler Temple, a great hall of great fools who no longer walk this plane.
Well, if you loathe this land and its people, why then I suggest you leave. I've got many Nord friends here.
Again your narrow mind fails you. One can loathe more than one thing, and more than one people. If I were an archer standing before a Nord and a Thalmor, and had but 2 arrows in my quiver, you might ask me who I'd shoot first.
No, I'd shoot first.
I'd tell you, I'd shoot the Thalmor twice.
Well,
Their presence is thin here, and their embassy on the other side of the province. From this perch I can track and kill their justicars by the threes, as the Thalmor are too much of cowards to face me alone.
well, in that we agree, on something at least. Where'd you hail from?
Cyrodiil, fool, from the steps of Cloudruler Temple. From whence I came before that, no one knows. A blade who had left the service found me as he descended the steps. To him it was a sign from the Divines. In truth, it was just a cowardly mother, waiting for the opportune time and a man with forlorn eyes. Having left the order, his eyes were indeed tainted with sorrow, and for that he pitied this kitten when he should have abandoned it. Yet it was his newly discovered faith in the workings of the gods that inspired him to develop the skills for which I'm the caretaker.
So you could easily have been dead if not for these series of coincidences.
The world is full of such tales of fate and coincidence. That's what we burn into our memories. And all the other instances, every day we live without incident, those moments are never ascribed to the laziness of the gods. Just forgotten.
And the safe Alcrete is a dangerous place to hunt.
You are a simpleton to assume that I am only drawn by death. Life too flourishes in this hold. The garden of ferns, thistle, and mountain flowers that grows in this hollow column stills my blood and allows me to meditate at night. The hunters camp at the mountain top affords me a view of the land, and on clear nights, the bright necklace of stars.
So tell me about your armour and swords.
Akaviri, forged in the Dragonland, is a sword and armor of the blades, sworn to the service of the true Emperor. But know this, my sword serves no one. You could be Tiber Septim reborn, and I'll still send you back to the Divines with your head in your arms.
Do you by chance know Delphine?
And do you by chance know Abasi, Tizikar, or Adanja? Or should I throw more names into the wind to illustrate how daft you are? I don't know this Delphine. I don't know why you would bring up her name, other than to convince me you are a fool. You need not convince me of such, but this Delphine, if she is half the fool you are, won't appreciate how carelessly you toss around her name.
Well, that's a fair point, I suppose. Well, you may not be a blade, but I doubt you're just some person scavenging around.
True. The one I killed to gain this armor was indeed a blade, a master of the dual sword technique, and my mentor. He was a man of 40 years, and I no older than a dozen. When I first bested him in single combat, yet he was still my better, and our bodies would never be at an age where I could prove otherwise. At 16, my mentor had exhausted his use to me in terms of body. I would have granted him death right then, if not for the secrets his mind guarded.
Secrets?
The Way of the Nine. Stances and techniques derived from the teachings of the Divines. That was his legacy, and his gift to me, his only pupil. But only when I was ready. A phrase thrown around by masters of all disciplines who wish to teach their pupils the value of patience. What I wasn't ready for, and never would be, was religious nonsense with which he dressed the art of the kill. Now as I enter my prime, I search for the lesson that escaped into the void when we last crossed our blades.
So you killed the one person who could teach you. That's not very smart, is it?
Fool, your words display the emptiness of your mind. It was my mentor himself who stated the stance of Arche was one passed on through death. Yet it's possible, as Arche governs life and death, that it was a test of one's scruples, and in killing him, the technique is lost to eternity. Yet if I hadn't struck the killing blow, then I myself would be lost to the void, and that's a trade only imbeciles like you would find worthy.
So tell me about this Way of the Divines.
You will understand little of what I speak, and much of it is of no practical use, but facile metaphors tossed around by dying man. But I will enjoy watching your brow twitch in confusion as I pass his words on to you. Take, for instance, Debella, the god of beauty.
Tell me about the stance of Dwella.
She stands nude, arms raised, cupping a golden flower, pouring cool water over her supple breasts. But here beauty is artifice. The stance is seduction. The blade raised in the right hand glints like the midday sun, bewitching your eyes while its partner lies in the grass.
Interesting. Tell me about the next stance.
The embrace of Mara. Both blades held out horizontally to create the illusion of an opening.
Alright, embracing.
Love too can be a source of bait. In this case, the love of blood. And Mara's blades close faster and hold tighter than any trap.
Right. The next stance.
Julianos teaches that from one thing. Know 10,000. Study closely what is distant and look from a distance at what is close. Bah! Garbled poetry and peasant wisdom. Unnecessary layers of depth that belies what is the simplest of all truths. It is easier to kill a one-armed foe than one with 2 arms and a sword. The stance of Julianos is designed to disarm, quite literally, in fact.
Right, so they're
The
armless.
tip of the blades nearly scraped the ground, sweeping upward to catch the crook of the elbow where the joints meet and the flesh is exposed.
Right, okay. Intriguing, so tell me about the next technique.
Akatosh, the dragon god of time. And what's battle but timing? No different than a bard's tune. Dance to the beat of a throbbing heart. The stance of Akatosh is an offensive position, a series of flurries that disrupt one's timing and rhythm. It's designed to stagger an opponent and end the fight quickly. But should you fail, you will fall to your own exhaustion.
Okay. So, the next stance.
Talos. Mortal man ascended to the divines. The front foot faces the opponent, just as Talos faced the armies of men.
Right,
The back foot faces the rear to the invisible plane of the 8. 2 swords, pointed north and south, forwards and backwards in an open stance. If you only see the mortal man, you'll neglect the hidden divine.
And the next stance.
Zenith, right foot facing east, left foot facing north, swords crossed in a defensive position. When braced together, 2 blades are as resolute as any shields, and the winds of Zenithar, with a shift for those who labor and endure.
So, the stance of Stendar.
Stendar's Mercy, the only technique of the 9 that utilizes a single blade and a single cut. As 2 warriors pass on the road, the blade is drawn from the scabbard and returned in a single motion. 20 paces later, a red gash will appear on the victim's neck, no thicker than a cat's hair. 30 paces later, and the gash will form a crescent, as pearls of blood trickle from the wound. 50 paces, and the line has run full circle, the blood dribbling onto his collar.
What happens beyond 50 paces?
The victim reaches for his neck, and upon touching it, his head topples over.
Right.
So 51 paces, traveller, from where you stand. That's where you can exhale.
I've taken a few heads myself, so that's a very useful technique. So, what about Kenrith's technique? The one I'm most interested in.
The stance of Kynareth. Both blades pointed upward toward the sky. Power sacrificed for stealth.
Yeah, stealth.
Just as we know not from where the rain falls, the blade's vertical position masks its angle and its target.
Okay. So I'm interested, how did you kill your master?
It snowed that night when it should have rained. My mentor looked at the sky and said Kynareth was all out of tears. And I said, Kynareth does not cry for fools. We drew our swords and dashed through the trees, our feet rapping against the snow. The night before I had chosen my stance. While most would use the flurry of Akatosh, the technique is too violent.
Right.
I could kill my mentor and lose sight of the very thing I sought to learn. And in the spiritual sense, the father does not come before the son.
So what stance did you use?
It was the defense of Zenithar that shielded me from his attack.
Right.
If I saw both his blades as swords and not shields, I could parry, if not kill. Our blades clashed, but made no sound, muffled by the snowstorm. His swords came at me from all directions, but I kept my eyes on his feet. Or more precisely, the tracks he left in the snow. There was a pattern there, if only I had more time.
So you switched stances, I take it.
To Akatosh, I went for the flurry and the kill. Yet when I saw his blade rise to the block, I hesitated, only to see that very blade run me through. It was then that he revealed the true essence of the technique. I assumed he moved to protect his life, when his stroke came for my death. But the blade missed my heart by the width of a cat's hair. I made no such mistake with his neck.
And so you're able to kill him.
Just like that, it was over. I dropped to my knees and reached for my potion as his body drowned in a cascade of snow. I tossed the half-empty bottle beside his severed head and said he could have the rest. When he didn't respond, I couldn't help but laugh. All of it, the tracks, the blood, and his legacy, washed away in a tide of white.
So, seeing you're here, any rumours or interesting news I've heard?
A dragon roosts in the hills to the south. Having just gained life, it's not eager for death and avoids my steel.
Oh, I killed the dragon there earlier. Anything else?
I confess, I've killed enough Spriggans to start my own sawmill. I could kill you too and sell the bone meal to my farmers.
Anything else?
There's a stag that passed through here, white as a summer cloud. The hunters think it would look better in red.
Really?
Fools all become heroes when their opponent is a helpless beast.
There's more to that beast than you think. Right, okay.
Be gone, then.
Right, I will. Keep my eyes on her anyway. Don't trust her for a minute. She's full of herself, isn't she? Right. It's okay, you three. It's just a Khajiit camping in the tower. She's rather full of herself, I must say. I think she's a great warrior. It's not all about blade techniques. Okay.
Songs can be an important tool of political dissent. Some even say Mogo's Mead is a ballad about legalizing skooma. As for who says it, well, it's skooma addicts mostly.
Yeah, skooma. Just try that stuff whenever I come across it. Oh, there's a fight going on down here, is there?
You can't win this!
What's going on?
I've suffered worse during training. Lucky hit. For the glory of the Empire! You want to go?
Let's take care of them.
There. Okay, that's that dealt with.
We've stopped. What is it?
Give me these arrows, Golden, in case you
Let's
see
go.
if I can get a better bow for you as well. Didn't have enough materials to make one. But we'll see. She's still looking around here, is she? Don't trust that thumb over there.
Are we heading out?
Well, lad.
Did you see a hound on the road? Fine, strong creature that's been wandering near town.
Sorry, I didn't see one.
There's one out on the road. I can't afford to chase him down, but I could use a fierce, loyal beast to keep me company. If you were willing to retrieve him for me, I'd give you some fresh meat to attract him out on the road.
Well, sure, I'll try and catch him.
Good. There's some gold in it for you if you succeed. Here's the meat. Check the road just outside of town.
Yep. Okay.
Steel's good, but loyalty's better. I'm loyal to Dengir first and the Empire second.
Yeah, loyalty's pretty important, isn't it?
I was Dengir's personal guard for years. I risked my hide more than once to protect him. Why would I do that? For money? Because I swore an oath? No. It was because he was a good man and a true friend. A true Nord places loyalty and honor above all else.
What you got for sale?
Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
Well, we'll see what we've got. I'll buy them. And them. Okay.
See me at my forge if you need arms or armor.
Yeah. Oh, there's a note. Right,
You're not as dumb as you look.
hope not.
Hope to see you again soon.
Oh,
I'm glad to see you. Always a pleasure.
I protect the Jarl, whoever that might be.
okay.
Until next time.
The job's on us then, that's fine. Was it to try and make sure no bandits or that, raiding the towns and merchants around about the places, etc. Right, what's more's happening, okay.
How are we doing over here?
Right,
How can I argue with that? Okay, just this once.
you see, just stay here for a while. That's something I need to tend to.
There's plenty more where that came from. Just give a holler.
Welcome to Dead Man's Drink.
Any rumours lately?
Folks have gone missing the past few weeks. Word now's that our hunters are gone too. Say, if you're traveling, could you keep an eye out for them? Valder and his men, I think they were after bear up north.
Bears, eh? Yeah, sure. I'm looking for some bears anyway. Some bear skins. Any other news or rumours?
Here, take a look at this.
Right. Can you fill the water, please?
Of course. You hear any juicy gossip in town? Be sure to share it with me.
Yeah, sure.
You're going to have the men around here wrapped around your finger in no time.
All right, then.
Right, okay. See what this note said, if I can... Remember it was. It's not that one. Not the dragons. That one, is it? Skin bears. Right. So what that is Vashni was saying, that could be some useful sword techniques that Danifae could use for various guises. Okay, we're going to get this bear then. She really likes this part of Skyrim, just like whoa.
You are exactly what I was looking for.
What? Did you just talk? A talking dog?
Yeah, Skyrim is now host to giant flying lizards and two-legged cat men. And you're surprised by me? Yeah, I just talked, and I'm continuing to do so.
Got a point, I suppose.
You see, my name is Barbas, and I have a problem I think you can help sort out.
What? What kind of dog need help with?
My master and I had a bit of a falling out. We got into an argument and it got rather heated. He's kicked me out until I find someone who can settle our disagreement. That's where you come in.
So you're a little lost puppy.
You're very funny. My master's Clavicus Vile, Daedric Prince of Wishes. As you can imagine, he's quite the important person.
Really? Well, it sounds easy enough. I can go find him at some point.
Thank you. Now, since he banished me, Vile's been rather weak. He can't manifest very far from one of his shrines. I know there's a cult that worships him at Hamar's Shame. We should be able to talk to him there. If this works out, I'll make sure you're rewarded. Hey, just don't trust any offer he makes you, okay?
Hamar's Shame. It's quite near Helgen. Well, something else to do, I suppose, later on. I'm not doing it just now. Trying to find this bear down here. Well, there's hunting party over that way somewhere. Could do that, I suppose. Yeah, see we're in hunting gear, that's fine. Right. Right. As I was saying, she likes being in this forest. It's reminds her of Valenwood a lot, where her father used to take her out hunting, skinning pelts, etc. Especially when you get a nice day like this. Wolves doing? Trying to kill the fox, is it? Nature's way. Right. Let's get some... buffling going. Right, I cleared that place out earlier, so not worried about that. Oh yeah, the shack. Not mine, so I'm not touching it. Oh. Well, it seems like the oh, maybe what that could do for Golder. Take all them. Okay.
Pass.
Well, right there, that's it. Pretty well hidden. Okay. Right, we'll go and try and find Valder's hunting party, shall we? Up that way. Wonder if Glasshill seen anything of them. What better way of a test of a hunter's skills, eh? Oops.
Pass. There's someone moving around in there.
So a dead wolf.
Das.
So 5 of them. Okay. Maybe time to relieve some tension, I think. Well, a good way to relieve tension and stress than to take out on some bandits, eh?
Das.
Found you.
Aha!
Aha!
Yeah!
See you burn!
Nice! I can take that for scales in case I need them. Oh. Well. Bread and cheese. I think I've read this. I've read this place before. Yeah, I have. It's quite a funny read this actually. Yep. Where's that other one that I killed? So they're outside of me, right.
You think you can take me?
Yep.
I can take you. Slay!
Swear I'll kill you.
Where's the guy she was fighting? Kepler. Someone's dog. Fellow hunter cut down. Two chiefs, eh? Alright. Hopefully that'll make the place a bit safer for Glassrail as well. Now with those guys running around about. Ah, it's good to relieve some tension. I enjoyed a little skirmish there. Feeling a little bit better. Hunter, is it? Yeah, two of them. It's their prey, not mine. Rest. Long book, just look through it. It's me. Interesting archery skill. Right. Interesting little camp here. Right, let's get back to this cavern then, eh? Maybe that hut belongs to those hunters that I saw there. Oh.
Really got myself into it this time.
Oh, there he is.
Hello? You! Over here, please, I need help!
Yeah, sure.
Please, I'm not sure I'll make it on my own. Thank Kinnereth for you, stranger. I'd almost given up hope of walking away from here.
So who are you?
Name's Valder. I hunt out of Fall Creek.
Oh, yeah, right.
We tracked a bear to this den. Good coin for those pelts. We had the big sow cornered when they showed up. 3 of them, out of nowhere. Spriggans.
All right.
Niels went down before we even knew to run. Ari died just inside. I never even thought the things were real. I may have lost a drop or 2 of blood. Truth is, I'm not going anywhere like this. Hurts to breathe.
I mean, a spell that would work.
Thank you. Please hurry.
Okay.
Much better. Thanks, friend. I wouldn't have lasted much longer without that. But now what? I can't just walk away, not with my friends' bodies in there being torn apart by those beasts.
Don't be fools. Get yourself to safety. I'll go and find them.
You'd really risk your life for a stranger's honor? I don't even know what to say. Thank you, my friend. I'll wait here.
Right. Okay. Nice little test here, I think. Get my father's bow out and, or named after my father anyway. Okay.
Bas!
3 sprigs and 2 bears by the looks of it. Found that, eh? I'll see her when I come back. Did it? Right. Nice little cave this is. It's a shame that things are so hostile in it. Oh, nice. Another one. Did you say there was 2 hunters in here? Yes. Oh dear.
It's done then. Justice, if you can call it that. Look, I want you to have this. I know it isn't much, but it's important to me. Ari gave me this dagger when we first started hunting together. I always said it brought her luck. You should be the one to carry it now. I'll give them a proper burial, then head back. Come find me if you're ever in Falkreath. You'll always be welcome at my door.
Thank you, Elder. They'll come in and help you.